Greetings and salutations. We are back with Divine Feminine's Karmic Situation. Did a few rants in the Divine Masculine's reading, so if you ain't checked the Masculine reading out, check it out. I mean, watch this, but check his reading out for the rants. He could be a she could be a he, you know how we rocking. So, I'm anxious to see what the energies are going to be here. So actually, I'm gonna do the head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant, and then I'm gonna just begin. Head, that's swords, thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. That's the direction you're going. That's the decisions you're making. Everything starts from here. Cups. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators of where you're going mentally. Your heart and mind must be aligned with everything that you do. Who rules the heart and mind department? You, Divine Feminine. Then you got wands. Wands are actions and behavior. All you can go off of with a person, what they've done or what they're doing. You don't go off what they finna do because they ain't did it yet. Say that shit one more time. You don't go off what they finna do because they ain't did it yet. But there has been actions in the past, actions in the present. Who's the King of Wands, the Divine Masculine? You can tell. Then you got Pentacles. Pentacles are persons, places, and things. These things you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All Pentacles expire, and all Pentacles have expiration dates. So, let's get with it. First card in your message, Feminine, you got the Ace of Cups. Self-love, self-care, self-respect, self-admiration, self-realization, self-identification. Got to take care of yourself. The only person that's going to take care of you the best is yourself. It's called taking care of your star player. Love yourself. Why? Just in case you go your whole life in a relationship with people who don't even know what that word is. Who can't even comprehend that, who can't even give it to you because they don't even love themselves. How they going to give you something they don't have? You got love, so you can give it unconditionally. This is self-realization. Okay? You realize who the fuck you are. You realize what your path and purpose is. You realize where you at in life right now, where you want to be, who you want to be, how you going to get there. All that comes in realization that you feeling here. It's where passions lie. Self-identification. Realization is knowing who you are. Self-identification, that energy, you know what I mean, which is self-care. You know, identification is part of taking care of yourself, but it's identification. It's how people ID you. This ain't no what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's crunk out here. It get hot. You know what I mean? Goofy shit, just madness start happening. You know what I mean? At any rate, yeah, identification. That's what you want to do. ID yourself. ID your situation. What kind of situation is this? You can ID it. What type of person are you? You can ID them. Why? Because you can ID who the fuck you are. Right? Labels. This ain't got shit to do with labels. Label isn't how you feel. Titles. That ain't how you feel. Might be what you are. Might be what pinnacle you at right now in life. But you know what I mean? Identification. That shit comes from who you ID yourself to be. Like how you see yourself inside is how you're gonna get viewed on the outside. You know, you gotta know you the shit to be the shit out here. Confidence, that's something that you don't shout out to the world. That's something you beam out from inside that people see. Loyalty, that's a trait you don't physically see, but it's in here. Love, it's a trait you don't physically see, but it's in here. Take care of yourself, man. This twin flame situation is built for you to be the best person you can be. And help your divine masculine to become the best version of himself that he can be too. 80% of this twin flame thing is your life. So whatever you choose to do with your life is what you want to do. You can live your life however you want to do it. Twism, the world is mine and it's yours. And it's everybody's who feel like that. It's not selfishly saying that, you know, the world is mine. The world is mine because I can make this world be whatever I want it to be. It could be Beirut outside. It could be the end of the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna find happy moments. I'm still gonna find passion. I'm still gonna find love in things. I'm still gonna be me. Bottom line, more important than anything in this reading, we got Enterprise. 8 of Cups. That's the Pay the Bell card in my deck. What's the Pay the Bell card? It's a 2-part card. First part of it, but it looks like this. You got 2 things, and then you got the flip side, which is the other thing. So the first 2 things in this Pay the Bell card, which is the 8 of Cups, which is Enterprise. You got to keep your integrity up at all times. You got to be a person people could trust, feminine. A person people could depend on. Your word got to be bond. You understand what I'm saying? Not fake, not flaky, not MIA. You just disappearing on motherfuckers. Like, you got to be, your integrity got to be up to par. Not just at your job, with your fucking family, with your friends, with yourself. Pay the bill. Her integrity ain't never been in question. She been in the game since when? Like the 70s, my dude? She's still out here, you know, ain't on no, talking about integrity. Ain't on no Whitney Houston shit, Phyllis Hyman shit, Kelly Price shit, Jill Scott shit, Faith Evans shit, Brandy shit. I can keep going. We got other divas like Pay the Bill, but, you know, it's more of them than this woman I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Integrity, keep that up, you know what I mean? Because it's only going to help you. Divinity. Gotta keep your divinity up at all times. What's that mean? Do divine shit. Be known for divine shit. What's divine shit? That's kingdom business. That's doing shit totally outside yourself. That's not going to benefit you at all. But you taking time out your schedule, putting time, energy, and resources into helping other people other than yourself. Bringing joy to people other than yourself. Hooking up situations other than yours. That's what a divine person does. And how do you do that? By keeping God in everything that you do. Because that's what you're doing it for, God. You ain't doing it to please God. You just do it because that's what the fuck you're supposed to do. Shit divines know. Karmics can't even comprehend what the fuck I'm saying. Pay the bill. Even though she been in the record business, the industry, which is a fucking evil industry, she been in that shit for as long as she been in. You know why she's succeeding? This seasoned at this point. Getting bread. It's the enterprise. I'm going to talk about that's that Patty Pie effect right there. But, man, she keep God in everything that she do. Even in them secular albums, she always gave reverence to God. And she do gospel albums, my nigga. She do gospel albums, my nigga. Whitney Houston cut one, which was beautiful. She had a raw ass little album. I like when R&B, you know, people do gospel because you can. Like, it's just putting God in what you're doing. You in the industry, right? All right, put God in what you're doing. Can't lose doing that, and you don't know who you're gonna affect. Flip side, Patty Pies. Patty Bell keeps her integrity up. That's why she's trustworthy and a person you can really depend on as a diva, as a modern day diva. Divinity, diva, like straight diva. She is the prototype of how every diva should behave, carry themselves, maneuver out here, cause she enterprising. She got YouTube channel, Patty Pie. She all up in stores, man. Like, she don't need no label. She's self-sufficient. 8 of Cups, self-sufficient. You take care of yourself. You don't need nobody to take care of you. You good dolo. You don't really need a situation. You feel me? That type of energy. That's bottom line energy you need to have right now, feminine. Let's get into this. First card in your message. We got another 8. 8 of Swords. It's a self-imposed prison. It's a mental prison. Invisible prison that you're in. Don't nobody know you in it but you because it's invisible. You might be suffering, but you're going to be suffering in silence. You might be frustrated, but you're going to be misunderstood. Understand what I'm saying? You can't just tell a person, hey, I'm in an invisible prison right now. I can't go nowhere. I can't go out the house. I can't do nothing. I'm in an actual prison. You don't see it? No, I don't see it. You crazy. Damn, maybe it is mental. 8 of Swords is false sense of entitlement. That's a self-imposed prison. Because if you feel entitled to something, you're going to feel entitled to more shit. Entitlement is the root of all evil, in my personal opinion. Some people say it's money. I say it's entitlement. You steal from somebody, you was entitled to do that. You hurt a person, you was entitled to do that. You kill a person, like, you do anything foul, you felt entitled to do that shit. Even if it's just getting over it, you steal money. Even if it's a crumb, even if it's $1. you feel entitled to do that shit. And if you take $1 and you feel entitled to do that, what's keeping you from taking 20? What's keeping you from taking 100? You cheat on your chick, I mean, what's keeping you from just continuously doing that? Guy cheat on, you cheat on your guy, like, what's keeping you from just doing that all the time? Like, you feel entitled to do shit. Entitlement is mental. It's a self-imposed prison that a lot of people in this motherfucker. This could be a false sense of security. You insecure until you secure something. And until that thing is secure, you insecure. It's a cycle. You know what I mean? It's a self-imposed prison, mental prisoner, visible prison. You doing that shit. You got what you need already. Make the move. Take the leap. You waiting on something, you're gonna be waiting forever. If you expecting something, you're gonna be waiting, expecting forever. Wishing and hoping and praying all motherfucking day. Like, women, coming into the situation. Get out the self-imposed prison you in. Final definition of this is the boogeyman effect. If the boogeyman was real, I'm saying, it would have been killed. Your mama would have killed you. Your brother would have killed you. Your dad, your uncles would have shot that motherfucker. Like, boogeyman ain't real. Thank God it ain't real. Because if it was, you wouldn't be here. They would have did whatever boogeyman do to kids. You understand me? That monster only exists in your mind. It ain't even under your bed. It's in your mind. It ain't even in your closet. It's in your mind. You got grown people out here with monsters in their closet and under their bed and shit. Self-imposed prisons. Feminine, get out that shit. Because the karma to that is the 5 of Cups. Loneliness. This is the Akon Mr. Lonely card. Play that song. Kanye West, Love Lockdown. Play that song. I don't wanna know. Mario Wayne's show. He was in the tub crying with his clothes on. Play that shit. That's the vibe. You feel and you get when you be in a mental prison. Because you in it by yourself. Don't nobody know you in it. Can't even explain this. Can't nobody really have a sympathizing, empathizing ear to this shit because it's like you sound crazy explaining this or telling people about this or whatever the fuck. Like, you know what I mean, I'm mad I got this red shirt. It's blue. I'm a blue man, but sweating like a dog in here. But yeah, loneliness. You ain't alone. God with you always. You ain't alone. Your divine masculine with you always, in the physical and in the other dimensions. If you don't have your masculine physically with you, it's cool. You can always see your masculine in the 4th and 5th dimension. I call that Zion. Remember in the Matrix when, they went to the real world? To me, that's the real world. That shit more realer than this 3rd dimension, temporary space and time we call the world, we call the present, we call the Matrix, we call whatever this is, holding our minds. This could be a simulation for all we know. It's mental. Like, are we awake or are we asleep? How? I mean, do we even know? You ain't alone. You got friends that's got your back, but you can't even see them because you in a self-imposed prison. Mentally. You're in a mental prison where you can't even see the real friends you do got. You can't even decipher from who you need and who you don't need right now. Like I say, Ace of Cups, take care of yourself. Focus more on yourself. The more you focus on yourself, you ain't focused on other people. Like I tell people all the time, if you got a life, you ain't going to be giving a fuck about what everybody else got going on in their shit. You stay out of a lot of people's businesses, having business of your own. Say that shit one more time, it's going to sound different. You can stay up out of a lot of people's businesses, having business of your own. Take that how you want. Feminine role, you personally, directly, you got the devil card. Devil card is addictions. You addicted to something. You either need to get some help, or you need to at least do the first step of being an addict is admitting you an addict. This is doing things in excess. Okay, you're not an addict. You're just doing shit in excess. It ain't gotta be drugs. It ain't gotta be sex. It ain't gotta be like karmic shit. This could be work. I know people who work themselves to death. I know people who working is an addiction. It ain't really the working part that's an addiction. It's the money they get from working. Money is a pinnacle. How do you manifest pinnacles? How do you manifest pinnacles? Wands. You work for them. Nothing free in life. was, a lot of people wouldn't be working themselves to death, don't you think? Like, this could be codependency. You codependent. Just like you need to admit you an addict for some. Some of y'all need to admit y'all codependent. Not the codependent your masculine be talking about. Not codependency like people who don't know, who got a lot of advice to get your ass. This is some shit you'll know, some shit you'll understand, some shit you'll learn from yourself. Shit you'll learn from yourself. How do you learn? By doing. What is doing? It's a wand. This could be regression. You're going backwards. You was in an abusive relationship. You left this motherfucker. Then you went back to this motherfucker for what? Goes to the whole 8 of Swords, self-imposed prison, entitlement rant I gave. They felt entitled to beat the brakes off your ass. And if they'll do that shit, what's keeping them from killing your ass? They felt entitled to beat your fucking face in. What's keeping them from killing you? They stole from you before. Why go backwards with a person who's a thief? You got shot at last time you went to kick it with your homie. Why even put yourself in danger on this hot ass day, on this hot ass night, hot ass beat clap? Hey, I swear I be wanting to go to Chicago and turn up sometimes, bro. Even just to check in on my old boat and them. But it's too dangerous, bro. Got to catch that motherfucker on a Sunday, on a semi-rainy day. That's some fun around this bitch. But hey, like I said, this could be just negative behavior. Like the hood. Oh, shit happens in the burbs. Shit crazy everywhere. The barrios. You know what I mean? Communities. Hey, it's fucked up everywhere. But like I say, I'm from Chicago, Joe. You know what I mean? And we just got some hot spots, man, that just stay the fuck away from, man. Like you can literally put yourself at risk going places. That's why we call it Chirac, Joe. Like I said, the odds of you just doing nothing and something happening to you is pretty high out here. Karma comes to you. Death can come to you like the Holy Ghost. Death is like the Holy Ghost around here. You don't be in church seeing people catch the Holy Ghost and shit one by one and shit, nigga. That's how death is in this city, Joe. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just the city, it's the region. Not talking bad about my city and shit. I'm just saying, man, some places stay the fuck away from. I want to tell a good story right now, but I don't want to tell this person's business because they do watch my channel. But I'm going to just say this. Sometimes you need to stay your ass in the house on some Lori Lightfoot shit. Sometimes you need to just leave your old pinnacles, places alone. We talking about a place. For my smokers, this could be a smoke spot. I mean, you can get arrested at this place now. You can get robbed, shot at this place now. Stay away from this place. You ain't been to this place in a long ass time. Stay the fuck away. Could be your old neighborhood. Could be checking up on an old friend. I remember I went to go see an old friend I went to college with and ended up in a whole motherfucking shootout at a gas station. Off some retaliation and some shit they did earlier that day, but didn't tell me. And I'm just thinking it's sweet. I'm just rolling my niggas like it's all good. When in reality is there's people headhunting for these niggas. And I'm with them. Could die. It's just a random drive-by. That's how I was feeling inside. Like, cause you remember how Chris Rock was on CB4 when Gusto, the real Gusto, shot at that nigga and he started airing out to the white boy. He was like, you know what? This could have went down as just a simple fucking drive-by. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I felt at that moment with my homies, so-called homies. These niggas really in the streets. They know, I'm a street nigga, but I ain't in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the educated college boy that traveled and went out to see the whole country and get educated and shit. I'm educated. I mean, I like look ignorant and talk ignorant and shit, but I'm educated, man. It's the reason why. It's called what you're being exposed to. Saying all that shit to say this. Sometimes you just gotta stay your ass in the house. And I'm talking to some feminists. Make sure y'all do that. Karma to yourself. We got your Two of Wands. This is how you survive. Whatever you do to make ends meet, divine feminine. Whatever you do to make ends meet. This is your bread and butter. This is bread. This is butter. This is how you survive. This is how you've been not homeless this whole time. This is how you, and it ain't even got to be a job. You could just be a hustler. You understand what I'm saying? You jack of all trades. You work for your fucking self. Given your situation, given where you at in life. You know what I mean? It's however the fuck you make it ends meet. You know what I'm saying? Now, because of this devil card, it's going to start affecting your 2 of Wands. So if you are addicted, it's going to start fucking with your job. So however you making ends meet, that's getting fucked up now. Why? Because you addicted to something. Because you're doing something in excess. This could be a bad contract. Like a bad car loan, bad bank loan, a bad something that you legally got yourself into. You know, it's like signing to Birdman or Suge Knight or some shit or Diddy. Take that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like a bad contract. And now you got to work twice as hard just to fulfill an obligation. Fuck the reason you signed the deal. You signed the deal to blow the fuck up. You didn't sign the deal to become a slave to whoever you did the deal with. It can happen like that. So it is codependency. You need to work 2 of Wands on being independent in this motherfucker. Like, and that's something I can feel. Moving on to the masculine role. You directly. Gotta go back to survival. What was the bottom line? Patty Bill card, right? We all gotta make ends meet because ain't nothing free in this world, right? But you got honest work. You got just like people doing anything for the dollar, anything to survive. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, me being a male, divine feminine, this is where I gotta tiptoe. Cause I'm not a woman and shit. And you know, I catch a lot of flack from women thinking I'm trying to be y'all. Like, fuck y'all, I got a dick and shit. It's different. Fuck you mean? Like, nah, I'm not y'all. You feel what I'm saying? But don't get me twisted. Just hear me out. Get the message, okay? Honest ways on making ends meet, and it's just fucked up ways of making ends meet. You know? One crime ain't better than the next one. One sin ain't greater than the other one. Like, it's still fucked up at the end of the day. But what you don't want to do is, like I said, do some shit that's immorally wrong for the dough. You could be gay as a motherfucker. Like, you could be straight homosexual. What is your orientation? You can put homosexual double check on that motherfucker. But say you want to get in the entertainment business and they want to, I don't know, demean you. Because you can't rape the woman. They want to even take it a step further. It's like they know what you is, but they really want to do some shit to kind of really demean your ass. And I'm going to say this shit to move on, you know. It ain't just the entertainment industry. It's a few industries, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen. Tiptoe. I'm a great tiptoer. You got the ocean. Nigga, that's the best. Understand what I'm saying? You'll catch me on the beach. I'll play in the motherfucking water room feeding shit. I'll even go swim out a little bit. I ain't swimming out too far. I'll dive in the water. Nigga, I ain't diving too deep. What you talking about? I'm spend most of my time on the beach. Fuck land, because ain't nothing going on land. Ain't no type of movement. Literal movement. And water is a spirit. Water is a spirit when I'm making this announcement. Ain't no movement on land. Tiptoe. It's like hopping in the water. Don't just jump in. You know what I mean? You might hurt somebody just jumping in the motherfucking pool. Ease on in there. Yeah, it's better to just catch the whole joint instead of easing in there. But like I say, by easing in there, you can see that doo-doo floating around over there. You can see the bottom of the pool and how it really look, getting a close look coming in there. You can smell the water. You know what you're getting into easing in. You just hop straight in. You know what the fuck you gonna hit. Wrapping you up. Yeah, work. You know, do shit the right way. Like my nigga Young Meals used to say, do shit the right way, man. Because if you out here doing wrong shit, then wrong shit gonna happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Do shit the right way. Because if you can't, you can do dirt, but do right shit too. If you can't do dirt and do right shit at the same time, nigga, you can't multitask. It's all about balance. You dig what I'm saying? If you do dirt, you gonna have to clean. Y'all don't hear me. Work. Feminine. Start a company. LLC, nonprofit, program. Start anything. Why? So it can turn into something more. Why? So it can turn into something sustainable, something stable, something that's probably making more money doing this than you doing at your two of wands, thus fixing a lifelong problem. You work for somebody else for your whole life, you just gonna make them and their whole legacy and their whole family set and rich. Money the hours you spending working, might as well work for your fucking self. What's three of wands? That's having a 9 to 5 and a business, like what I do here. Man, it's hard as hell. I'll be the first one to tell you, man. It's hard as hell running a full-time psychic business while working 9 to 5. More money, more problems, more bills and shit. So, you know what I mean? I love 9 to 5 and 2 because it keeps me with people. One thing I can say, when I was busting, when this shit took off, like the first season, you know what I mean? It was love, the influx, having a lot of views, making hella money and shit, all this shit. But working for myself for about a year and a half, 2 years, it really made me very antisocial. I don't fuck with people. Like, I literally mess with my twin. He was the only person I really kicked it with, other than my breezies, you know what I'm saying? Other than my little freak deeks. Other than my little freak deeks, man, it's just like for 2 straight years. It's not my twin. That's it, that's all. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like a monk. When I was in fucking Utah, I was a monk. Like, when I say monk status. Straight up, I wasn't doing shit out there. You feel me? Like, that was an experience. Having the dry spell I had out there and shit. But anyway, saying all this shit to say this. Do what works for you, but work efficiently. Start working for yourself, because you gotta start doing it anyway. It might take off and be better than what the fuck you doing right now. You know, by you creating a business, by you doing something more than what you already doing, it's just gonna help. It's just gonna build. It's just gonna grow. It's just gonna develop something you doing outside of whatever the fuck you doing right now. So I tell clients all the time, you three of wanding, and I get the same shit. I get 2 answers. I get the nigga, you know it, or I get like words. Yeah, I ain't calling excuses. I just get words. Same probably words I've been hearing. You know, you either on it or you're not. And if you ain't on 301 status, that don't mean you less than another divine or not qualified. And 301s could be path and purpose. You know, whatever it is something more than what the fuck you already doing with actions and behavior. You know, so masculine world, you directly in regards to the masculine, you got the 2 of swords. This is options or indecision. Options or indecision. It's options because, like I say, we got free will. Do whatever the fuck we want to do. The world is ours. In my personal opinion, free will is what disconnects us from the source. And the source is God. See, that's the difference between angels and other hierarchy, celestial beings. It ain't. I said they don't have free will, because they kind of do. You do have fallen angels. You know, you do have bad apples and seeds and batches and shit. Ain't that many of them in the grand universe? Ain't that many people? It's a small group of people going against the program, going against the galactic program. This shit is really like Star Wars, but you know, you free to do whatever you want to do. And I ain't for duality. It ain't good and bad with me. It ain't good and evil with me, nigga. It's just good. Fuck evil. Evil, I'm pretty sure, is a man-made word. God ain't even the word God. I really say Yahweh, but you know, the reason I don't trust it online is because I don't know my grandma. I don't want to scare my grandma. Have her thinking I'm like a Hebrew Israelite around this bitch. For, you know, trusting God as Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? God is usually God in my Christian household and stuff. But yeah, it's like, you know, only one right way, and that's up. And what's up? God is what's up. If you're going up, you're going towards God. Going towards God, it's all good. Ain't nothing bad up there. Now, because of free will, you can always go in another direction. And that's what the 2 of swords is. It's either deciding not to go the right way. It's either deciding to go where everybody else is going. Because like I said, it's only one right way, and that's up. And like, that's the road less traveled. Everybody going left. It's only one right way. Everybody going left. It's only one right way. Go right. There's a lot of people not going right. Why? Because the right way is harder. The right way, man, I'm telling you, it's full of obstacles and tests and shit. It could literally be a free something going left. But remember, ain't nothing free. Ain't nothing easy. Nigga, that stopped in Adam and Eve days. Listen. You only really got one choice to make. When you make decisions, when you make choices, it's the best one. With the most morale and the most conduct, like I say, do what's best for you. You ain't got to do sneaky, karmic, crazy shit just because everybody doing it. And like I say, this is a world we living on. People getting snatched up every day by other people giving up other people. Motherfuckers don't just happen to be at your door stealing you for your organs and shit. Nah, it's a pre-set up. It's like slavery. Yeah, white motherfuckers is not get on no boat, bruh, and come over to Africa, any part of Africa, nigga, on some like, oh, we finna snatch these niggas a dip. Like, no. Fuck no. That could never happen. Fuck out of here. Like, nah. Inside job, like everything is. That's all I'm saying. It's like even slavery, nigga, was an inside job. What I mean by inside, like we was given up by our own people. That's the world we living in, man. Ain't nothing sweet here. It might look Disney, but it ain't. This world will eat you up and spit you out, nigga. This world will devour you. So when you make decisions, swore is when you go in a direction, swore, make sure you go where God at. Don't get too far away from God. Secret society, yeah, anything is secret ain't of light. Anything in the darkness ain't of light. I'm telling you, anything ain't of God is going in the other direction. You can always go in the other direction, but please be careful because you can't lose with God. Not saying you should become a Christian or you should become Islam or whatever. We ain't talking about religion. Religion is division, and I'm a Christian saying this shit. Religion is division, but that's my foundation, and I'll never go against my foundation. If I was born Islam or Muslim, I'd probably be, Muslim. I'll probably be Islam. I'll probably be like a Sufi or some shit the whole time. Like, nigga, I'd probably be on some radical shit if it was the other side. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Everyone's an individual. Everybody, thank God everybody ain't one voice, one sound, one religion. Thank God ain't no one world, new world order this bitch, because it'd be whack as fuck. Just say that. Everything happens for a reason. So, and everything starts from the decision that you choose to make. So go up. You can't lose going up. Any other way, any other option is a distraction. I'm telling you, you can go left, right, forward, and back. You'll just be going in a fucking circle. If you go up, you out of here. Karma to that. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. That's strength, power, authority, dominion. A for anything you need to attain or acquire to succeed, survive, and thrive in life. Who gives you this? You give this to you. Like, you give this to yourself, but really God gives it to you. But you and God are one. Ace of Sword is like a piece of information. What the fuck you gonna do with it? Having information is cool in the game, but what you gonna do with it? You just got knowledge of self. What you finna do with that shit? Gonna keep it all to yourself? Yeah, I mean, in the confines of you and your library, or you gonna spread some of this knowledge? You're gonna drop some of these fucking jewels. It's like I say all the time, man. I can keep a lot of what the fuck I be saying to myself. So number one, people ain't gotta keep ganking my shit. So people ain't gotta keep cloning and reproducing my shit in a very karmic and whack light. Happy Disney light when this is a Spike Lee joint or a Quentin Tarantino movie. Oh, and another thing, last rant I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna finish this up. You know these new twin flame readings, like I say, that you see, they're like visuals, 2 minutes long, minute long, couple seconds long, with music and visuals and shit. You know the coloring books, the twin flame coloring books. We ain't talking about the twin flame lectures, nigga. Twin flame labs, twin flame Bible of information you could be getting out here. Like I say, information, whether it's great or less. It's still information, but I'm just not a fan of dumbing information down. I'm not a fan of watered down information. I'm more of a Bible, not a coloring book, not a magazine, not a comic book type nigga. You understand what I'm saying? When I'm seeking knowledge and knowledge of self, like I'm really trying to dig in. It's like producers digging crates to find good shit. Like, nigga, I like digging in books and finding good shit, and you ain't finna catch me with no coloring book. But this coloring book ass twin flame shit that's going on, best thing you can do it for you not to hurt yourself, for you not to get too much expectations up, or for you not to send yourself off looking at readings. You ain't really hearing shit. Nigga, you just seeing so-called channeled messages. It's usually divine masculine to divine feminine. I still ain't seen no divine feminine to divine masculine one that's legit. These aren't even legit. Not disrespecting everybody that do them. I'm subscribed to a few people. And the people I'm subscribed to, I like their style. Like I say, it's a new thing. It's blowing up like wildfire and shit. I guess it's how people bait people in to get views, and then they start showing themselves. Some shit I could have did coming in the gate, but I think it's just different. But yeah, anytime it says we did this or we need to talk, nah, just say you. In your head, it ain't we, you. Every time you see the we, just say you. It'll make that whole message make so much sense. Anytime it says us or our, just say yours. Like you talking to him. Like really switch them pronouns around. You know what I'm saying? And the messages will be loud and clear. That message ain't from the divine masculines to the divine feminines. Nigga, the messages are to the divine masculines to themselves. Which masculines do with feminines. I'm asking to do all the fucking time. He'll say some shit to me. I know he ain't shit. He can't possibly be talking to me. I just take it as he's talking to himself. But he needs to get this out. He's speaking. I'm glad he's speaking. Sounds like gibberish because he's coming at me like I don't know who you coming at. I don't know who you talking about. Like who that can't be me you talking about. That can't be what the fuck I'm on because nigga what? And then it hit me one time because I used to get triggered by that shit all the time. It hit me one day. He ain't talking to you. He talking to himself. Reflective talking, Daniel. Twins do that, and I start putting that in my on my channel. So a lot of things I've integrated in my channel. That's one of them. You know what I'm saying? Your masculine reflective talks a lot, and those little readings and messages, DM to DF, that's just the masculine talking to himself. And advanced feminines peeping that shit. That's all I want to say. Yeah, you got hella information, feminine. What the fuck you do with that shit is up to you. And you got to go the right way about it. Do shit the right way. There's only one right way. I'm telling you, that's up. Everybody doing shit the wrong way. And that shit is working. I told you, we live in a world where bad is good and good is bad. We live in a world where you can literally get rewarded and succeed doing absolutely nothing. You don't have to do much to be great out here. People will love you for the stupidest shit. All these little YouTube viral sensations. You went viral, now you famous. Just because the world's seeing you. Like, a lot of people seeing you, thus it makes you relevant because you've been seen everywhere. Like, that's what makes you. Not what you're doing. Because I'm pretty sure what you're doing from what people are seeing ain't pretty productive. Ain't really, like, path and purpose and kingdom based around this bitch. But future final row, I'm wrapping this up. Going to the future feminine, you got the Two of Pentacles. This is you and somebody else. Or this is you and what you bring to the table. This is you and somebody else in your face, in your space, or in your place. Or you and somebody else face or place. Thus, you cohabitating with somebody and you need to keep that in mind. It ain't your stuff. It's their shit. You just posted there. So don't ever get to the Eight of Swords, feel entitled in somebody else's house when it ain't your house. Don't feel entitled with somebody else's car when it ain't your car. Don't feel entitled with somebody else's money because it ain't yours. This is you. This is what you bring to the table. If you ain't bringing shit to the table, then you ain't nobody. This is somebody because it's a pinnacle. But you ain't bringing nothing to the table. You a nobody. This is just paying your weight. Bringing something to the table. Even if it's just your time, you just give me your time. That's something you bring to the table. I mean, shit, we can take pentacles, energies, resources, money, cash. That'd be cool. But fuck it. If you can just give your time, we'll take that too. That's something. Pinnacle, something. Once again, if you ain't got nothing to bring to the table, you a nobody. Everybody got something to bring to the table. We human beings. We all got a part to play. We all are cells in this organ that is this planet, fam. Last card in this message, we got the Lucy Liu card. It's being 10 toes the fuck down on a mental decision. And this goes and correlates back to the Two of Swords. This isn't your karma. Karmically, you're going to have to make a big-ass decision when it's time to go up. Because we only going the right way. What's the right way? That's up. What's up, goddess? What's up? Like, be 10 toes the fuck down on going the right way. Be 10 toes the fuck down on your morals. Like I say, I could have been blew up, Joe. I know the formula. Hell, I tell other people who starting channels how to do this shit, and they blow the fuck up doing these, I call them cheat codes, cheat moves. It ain't real, it ain't authentic, it ain't original at all. But, you know, it's what the fuck people doing. It's what the fuck people concerned with. Like I say, whatever you do, be 10 toes the fuck down on it. Don't half-ass nothing. Don't copy nothing. Don't do shit other people doing just because it's popping. Like, be original. Yes, you're gonna get ganked. Yes, people gonna take your idea and run with it and probably do better than you doing with your own idea. Or probably do better than how you coming, but shit, nigga, that's the way the game go. You know what I'm saying? Imitation is the best form of flattery. They ain't ganking from you, nigga. You they mentor. You they master. You they fucking wizard. They're muse. You're something to them because they coming to you for something from you. So whatever you do, be 10 toes down on it. You want to change your life? Be serious with that shit. Want to see new people? Be serious with that shit. You want to change your situation? Be serious with that shit. Don't half-ass nothing. And how do you half-ass something? That's when your heart and mind ain't aligned with whatever you're trying to do. That's the message that I got. Hope I can be of good use. It's your boy D.Boom. I'll holler at y'all later. Matt, I'm going to get you straight tomorrow, bro. I got a whole bunch of shit I got to do off cam. I'm going to holler at you in a minute. Deuces.